Can money buy you happiness? Like all those people are celebrating right now over that green piece of paper. Can money buy you happiness?
If you We live?
We live.
We live. Welcome back to the Opinion Factory podcast, the podcast for free thinkers and challenge seekers.
Yes, sir.
I'm Khelil.
I'm Alex, and another stimulus package got approved, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
And
1,400 this time.
yeah, which is smooth. But you know, something I found funny is that there are some people that might not need it, and I'm putting need in quotation marks, but they're still celebrating it, fam. You know, like they still want that extra money, even if they're chilling right
money.
now.
Who doesn't want extra money?
And that's what I was thinking, right? Who doesn't want extra money? This just got me thinking, man. Can money buy you happiness? Like all those people are celebrating right now over that green piece of paper. Can money buy you happiness?
If you ask dudes that right now, during COVID, after being out of work and not being able to like go to restaurants and stuff, I feel like majority of people will tell you right now.
So what if you was in this quarantine, right? And you was just making mad bank. You happy?
Like I was Elon Musk?
Yeah,
Of course.
Let's do that.
I'm making money.
But you can't do the shit you like doing though.
If I'm Elon Musk, I can do whatever the hell I
No,
want.
all right. Maybe not Elon Musk level, but you well off, right? You made
Like if I was working from home,
you made like a
100K.
couple hundred. You made like a couple $100K. You've been working from home. You can't really go out. You can't date. You can't hit restaurants or movies and all this type of shit. You
And
just
what is
stuck
the
in
money
crib. You
for?
can't go to the gym. No, are you really happy?
And what's the money for? I'm making all that money, but for what? It's not happening.
And then here's the question: can money buy you happiness?
It depends on like I guess the direction you're coming from,
Okay.
right? Because if you're coming from like the majority of people, I would say during quarantine that struggled, and now we're getting out stimmy, money is gonna buy them a lot of happiness. But if you never struggle for money,
I don't know if happiness is the word, more of relief.
of course.
I feel like it's more relief.
Well, how would you
If
define
you're behind
happiness?
on all those bills, I mean, like, yeah, you got the money, but that money's just gonna be gone anyways to catch up on all your shit, though.
But now that you caught up, you're happy. You're not drowning no more. You surfaced. Your head's above water, and that makes you happy. I feel like that's fair.
Okay.
But how would you? Define,
I just feel like it's more relief, though.
But how would you define happiness? You don't feel like relief is part of happiness, or relief leads to happiness?
It could be. I mean, you're happy you got help. But are you just, like, now happy now because all your bills are paid? Not really.
Well,
I mean, like, you are happy. You are happy bills got paid, but are you,
Right.
like, a happy person now? Nah,
Right. I feel like you are.
I don't know, man.
I feel like you are. So, from what I could tell,
Uh-huh.
there's two like sections of happiness, or like two ways to define it, and they both come together to like form overall happiness. There's like the part of happiness where it's just a level of positive emotions that you're feeling on a consistent level. Like if you're consistently feeling like high amounts of positive emotions, then you're a happy person. But then the other aspect of happiness is like contentment or like satisfaction.
Yeah.
Or it's like your job. Like, are you happy with something?
Yeah.
And they distinguish the two things by saying you can be happy in life or happy with life. Right? So you can be happy in life where no matter like how much money you're making, you still have a high level of positive emotions. Like you feel good about yourself even though you're broke.
Okay.
So you're happy in life. Then you can be happy with life where even though you're not really feeling all those positive emotions, you're like, I got a great job. I got great kids. I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? I can pay all my bills. You're happy with your life, but you're not happy in your life. Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, in your life sounds better, though.
Right, which is what you would be if you get that relief. Yeah, you're probably going to be drowning soon, but for now, you're experiencing a consistent level of positive emotions. And so you're happy in life. Maybe not with the situation, but right now, even if the situation sucks.
All right, so let's do this then. You're happy in your life. You got all this stuff. The happy with life stuff can all be acquired, though, can it not?
I mean, given the right opportunities.
Most of it, job. Like maybe you won't be happy with your job, but you know, wife, family, all that type of stuff.
Given the right opportunities, because a lot of that's I don't want to say it's completely out of your control.
I feel like that's obtainable for most people.
I would say for the average person, but for a lot of, I wouldn't say for most people though.
Why?
some people don't have a chance to get better jobs.
No, I'm not talking about the job. I'm talking about like family, personal relationships.
And some people can like marry a person who ends up cheating on them and end up being like a horrible person, like something like that's not really your fault. You know what I mean? Is that really in your control if someone cheats on you?
No, but it's in your control that you find somebody that makes you happy.
But until you do, what are you?
I mean, you're harping on this cheating thing, man.
That was just an example.
I think you're in that spot, right? Most people can find a partner that adds to their happiness.
Most people? That's a bold claim, bro.
I feel like it's obtainable for most people, bro.
Oh man, so you're one of those you create your own luck kind of guy.
No,
and I believe in that too.
Not necessarily, but I'm saying the things that you were saying that you can be happy with your life. Like, yeah, most people can have kids, right?
Yes.
Most people can find a partner.
Yes, but can they have good kids and find a good partner? That's the thing.
I'd say attainable for 60% of people for now. For most people, right? Maybe job, not so much, but money, etc. Like,
so divorce rates are 60%?
It's like 45.
So 45% of married couples get divorced. Is that what that means?
Around there, bro. I don't know the exact numbers.
All right.
I don't know. Like 55, 45, 60, 40. It's around. My point is here, right? Uh-huh. The things that you said, happy with life, I feel like are obtainable for a large amount of people.
Yes, that's one of the. But you feel like you're more in control of the happy with rather than the happy in. I feel like you have more control over your like day-to-day level of emotions.
Not if your life is trash.
I feel like then you have more control over being happy
if you're happy when you're broke, then money will buy you happiness, bro. Or it won't cure, because now you have nothing to not be happy. If you're already happy before and you were struggling, once you get money, you're gonna be on cloud nine.
Well, yes,
because now there's none of that. Like, the reason why you want money is to not stress about bills, house payments, whatever, and you can do the other shit that you want to do.
Right.
Vacation, business, hobbies, whatever. Right. Now you can do all that stuff without having to worry about paying anything off. Yeah. You're gonna be thrilled, bro. Whereas if you're happy, if you had money before and you're not happy,
more money will not buy you happiness. And that's actually been supported by research. It said that money can buy you happiness, but only up to like a certain like cap of like money making potential. Yeah. Like once you make more than 100,000, 90,000 a year, then you don't really see that increase in happiness. Right? They did a bunch of studies. Like if you go from 30 to 75K a year, you're gonna have more happiness, obviously.
Of course.
But once you get like an absurd amount of money, like what if you have $1 million? What's another like 100,000 gonna do for you? Not much, most likely. You know what I mean? But what I was gonna say, back to your point about when you're broke, is you're more in control of being happy with your life. I kind of disagree with that. I feel like if you're broke, right, life is hard. I feel like it's easier to find the joy in the things that you have and be happy in life.
When you're broke?
When you're broke, rather than to go out and find a better job that will like double, triple your salary, like add a 10K to your salary. I feel like that's harder to do than say, you know what, right now I'm just grateful I still got my house.
You could be grateful, bro. Yeah, when you're gonna be happy. You could try to look at it from like, I'm grateful. I'm very appreciative. And I'm better off than most. I'm better off than most people, bro. You still not gonna be happy.
Not comparatively. I don't want to like compare my life. I'm not saying that, but when you look and you say, you know, I have all these great things. My family is safe. I
feel like that's settling, bro. That's not gonna make you happy. That's settling, bro.
It's not.
That's settling.
It's just finding the silver lining. That's not settling.
That's settling, bro.
Finding the silver lining.
That sounds like settling, man. It sounds like settling. If you had all these aspirations for your life, and then there was some things unhappy about your life, but like, you know what, I still got this. Yeah, that's cool. But like, you know, the other thing that you're aspiring to or ambitious for is going to increase your happiness. So that's what you should be chasing.
But that's like, it feels like you're saying you shouldn't be happy until you achieve your ultimate goal.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't be happy.
You can't be happy or else you'd be settling.
I'm just saying, if we go into this gratitude mindset, which is a good mindset to have for the most part, it gets you in that trap of like, hey, I'm happy with this, even though I know if I try to get a better job or if I try to, find a more compatible person for me, that will be that'll make me happy. That's what I'm saying.
So you feel like once you start being grateful for where you are, you're less motivated to like get to the next level.
Yeah. If we're talking about in terms of happiness, just in terms of happiness, right?
But if you're happy where you are, then why change things?
Here's the thing that we've seen many times, right? Is if you look at most people that have risen to prominence, they have not come from a like middle of the road background, right?
What do you mean by that?
So if you're looking at your famous athlete, your famous singer, your famous, maybe not actor so much, is a little different. But if you're looking at your like the rags to riches stories, are the people that had like nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like so broke they had to grind.
The Rock uses that as his motivation.
The Rock, Will Smith, LeBron, like all these people. There's so many cases.
LeBron had money since he was like in high school, didn't he?
LeBron was like,
he got offered like a $45 million contract by Adidas to not talk to Nike. He didn't take it.
That's when he was in high school, bro.
Right.
But he didn't get to that level to be put in that position until he was grinding out his whole life playing basketball, because he grew up with a single mom and was poor. Fair. Right. So this is the thing I'm saying. Like, this is like I want to call it like the trap of the middle class, or the trap like when you're comfortable. Right, it doesn't necessarily equal happiness, and I feel like that's what you're kind of equating right now. No, like if I'm comfortable, I'm comfortable. Like I should be happy. I feel like that's what's going on with the giving gratitude type mindset. Where as opposed to, I can still be happy with some things, but I know I will be happier if I'm doing X, Y, or Z.
Well, sure.
That's what I'm arguing.
Yeah, I don't feel like we're necessarily disagreeing anymore then, because I'm not saying finding a silver lining means that you don't recognize you could be happier. It's just recognizing that there are still things to be happy about, and you can still be happy in life. And this was like, think about like when we were younger.
Yeah.
Before you had a job, you couldn't really go where you want, buy what you want, but you were still happy.
Yeah, because you didn't have responsibilities though.
What? There was a silver lining, right? That doesn't mean
that's not even a silver lining, bro. All that other shit, having no responsibilities, always all that other shit, bro. You in high school, bro. All I gotta do is play sports to go to school. I get to chill. We got to school, bro. We got out of school at 1:40, bro. We have so much time in the rest of your day. Your day's done at 1:40.
With all that happiness, did you stop aspiring to be at the top of your field in your career path and all that stuff? Why not stay there? I mean, it's kind of impossible, right? It might be a bad example. I mean, yeah, like stay in high school forever. But even in high school, you still wanted to get a high-paying job and get that nice house. I mean, because
you knew that state couldn't last forever. You were in high school for 4 years.
I don't think that's why you wanted those things. You think if you had a choice to stay in high school forever, you would, rather than get a career and a nice job and a nice car?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
that's being happy in life. Right, that's high school is being happy in life. I feel like, and then
with life, yes, bro.
You can't buy what you want. Where's that satisfaction coming from? It depends
on who your parents are, and then also like you can get like a summer job.
Yeah,
but a summer job that might not pay you great, but it's not a crazy responsibility, and you just get to chill, and you can start it really early and you can still get off mad early too. You start like a summer job like 7 to 3. 8 to 2 or some shit like that.
I know some dudes would hate having summer jobs, bro.
Yeah, you don't have to work. You don't have to work in high school. You don't have to work a summer job either, bro. You talking about golden years where you could just have no responsibilities, fam. No bills. You can still drive in high school too if you was on top of that. So you got no bills. You can have a car. You can have a car, bro.
No, I don't think.
No more. I'm not saying like I'm not saying to peak to high school, bro. But if I'm going with this happiness thing, right? The good outweighs the bad, so I feel like that makes you happier. In high school, for at least me personally, the good outweighed the bad. Right? There wasn't a crazy. Home life was good. Home life was good. School life was good. Social life was good. Like there wasn't too much bad. I mean, like homework sucked.
A lot of the things that you enjoy now, you weren't really enjoying in high school.
No, that's true.
You have a certain level of freedom right now that you did not have before.
But I also have a level of time that's been taken away from me. So I don't know if that's true. I have a certain level of freedom to move around and operate, going place to place, but I have less time to do that. Right? So
Do
now
you, though?
now you work a 9 to 5. You work 40 hours a week.
Do you,
You also gotta go grocery shopping. You gotta go put gas in your car.
Would you rather do that, or would you rather do homework for like 4 hours after you get home from school?
Homework overrated, bro.
But would you? That's what you had to do in high school.
I didn't have to do that, bro.
What do you mean you have to?
I had to do that, bro. What are you talking about, man?
How'd you get out of that shit?
Just the art of finesse, bro. Same way I got through college, man. The art of finesse.
For regular high school people, you go to school and you go home and you still got to do school shit.
The whole reason I'm bringing up this high school thing is because, and the larger reason is when you come from like a LeBron or that type of area, your motivation, like the rappers and all this, you coming from poverty or whatever, you're accelerating. You know it's gonna make you happy in a sense, like to be out of your situation. People like the middle of the road kind of don't have that. So now I feel like it's a trap to say because you're already comfortable, and that's what I'm saying. Like comfort and happiness isn't the same thing.
No,
right?
It's like related though.
It is, but it's like this, right? And I don't want to use this name to pick on her again.
I know what you're going to talk about. I already know. I see it coming.
But this is one person that always brings up this point, right? You can be happy. You can be like, or convince yourself you're happy, you love your body, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if given the option, right? If given the option, you had like a magic pill, right? Say you're 50, 60 pounds overweight, right? Or you're like 5'7", 5'6", whatever. If you had a magic pill to change to be 6 feet and in the best shape of your life, you would do that, would you not?
Most people might, yeah.
And that's the kind of thing I'm getting at right now. Where it's like there are things that are obtainable to you.
I don't think we should use the height thing.
Maybe not the height thing. I think the weight's just the weight's fair. Yeah, the weight's fair. Yeah. But if you had that option to just change it, you would be happy. So now you're like, oh, I'm happy, I love my body, whatever. But would you not be happier if you got to where you want to be? That's what I'm getting at with this
it's
happiness
fine,
thing,
though. Look,
that's what I'm getting at.
I get what you're saying.
I feel like you're like, for you, comfort equals happiness. And there is a level of comfort there's a level of comfort that makes you happy.
When you're comfortable, you're coasting, you're vibing, you have that consistent level of positive emotions that makes you happy.
Of course.
In life, happy where you are. But I don't want to make it seem like you should never truly enjoy where you are because you're not at the end of your journey.
You can't enjoy the process. No one's saying you can't be broken.
And rappers talk about this all the time. Dudes were like, I made it this far, but I still wake up hungry. Yeah, like they're still happy with what they got, but they still know there's a next level. And they're still motivated,
which is great. But my thing is if there's a way to be happier in life, that's like the.
And if money was that magic pill, would they take that money?
It sounds like money is that magic pill, low key, bro. Because if you're happy, even if you're happy with or in life, according to your definitions, we're just using yours for the sake of this argument. More money, now you're just on cloud 9 in both scenarios. In both scenarios, you're on cloud 9, bro.
It depends.
If you're comfortable and then you get mad money, cloud 9. If you're already broke and you're still happy with the shit going on in your day-to-day life, you get more money, cloud 9.
But what about all the rich people that are miserable?
I feel like they just got no purpose in life, which is different.
But so money can't buy you purpose, and happiness comes from purpose. So can money buy you happiness?
Say that one more time. I just want to make sure I'm dissecting that right.
So you said that rich people aren't happy because they have no purpose. So money cannot buy you purpose. And yes. Purpose leads to happiness. So if money can't buy you, if A gets you beat, I'm not going to use that one. But if money cannot buy you purpose, and purpose is what gives you happiness, then money can't buy you happiness.
Well, we can frame it this way, right? I don't think all rich people are miserable. I think it's
not all of them.
I think it's like a small,
good amount. I think.
Yeah, I'll say like maybe 20%. Yeah, I feel like it's like rich. I feel like rich kids that have everything they want and they have nothing to do with their life. Which is what I'm saying.
And I've met people like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you have nothing to do in your life and you have no goal in your life, like it can be something as simple as to become a better guitar player, right? It can be something that simple. But like if you're already given everything you want on a silver platter, it's not gonna
Exactly.
We have that. I don't even think you'll have that ambition. Even if you have that ambition, you won't have the discipline to get to that goal because everything you want is like, I want to get this new car. Bang, here
You
go.
have it.
Yeah,
You don't know,
like,
you don't know how to work for things.
Exactly,
no, like,
exactly.
There was a dude that I met. It was when I was in high school, actually. It was a seminar that I went to for young adults. I might have been in college, actually. I was young. And there was like a round table of a bunch of like students, and each table had like an adult who made it. And like would rotate, each adult would like talk, tell their experiences and all that stuff. There was this one black dude, cool guy. He made it. Like he was talking about, he was working in Wall Street, I think. He said, I was making $300,000 a year, but that's not that much money, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What more do you want? Yeah, he said that. He was serious. Like everyone on the table looked around like, did he just say $300K a year is not that much money? Yeah. Because I guess he was hanging around with like millionaires, so he felt broke.
That's good though. That's good. Yeah.
Right, he felt broke because people around him were like millionaires, but he was like, what him and his buddy did was they bought into Planet Fitness when it was first starting up. And they made locations in like Texas and like a bunch of like low income areas, and shit blew up. They made good money. He stopped working at Wall Street, and he was making his almost millions, I'm guessing. And he retired early, him and his wife. And then after like a couple months, he was like, I was miserable, bro. I was just in the house. Like, I got all this money, but I ain't doing shit with my life.
Yeah.
And so he went back to work, even with all his like Planet Fitness money.
Which is, did he go back to Wall Street, or did he just like?
I think he went back to Wall Street. I think. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago.
That's a good scenario too, and there's also a couple of scenarios I heard like that. So if you're in that position that the money increases your overall happiness, right? He has money now, or increases your comfort at least, right?
Yes. Increases
your comfort. Now you don't have to worry about shit no more. But it's still on you to find out what you want to do. Like if you there's that analogy, right? If your life's a permanent vacation, it's not a vacation.
Exactly.
Right. So if you're just retired all the time, not doing shit, it's like you're gonna be mad bored. You're gonna be like, there's no purpose. So the purpose thing, I feel like contributes is the happiness thing, right? But if you're broke, right? Being broke leads to more complaining, right?
Is that true?
Yes. You can't freaking, or more worry and more stress, I'll say, if that's fair.
Is that true?
Yes, bro. If you're broke, you're worrying about bills. You're worrying about car payments. You're worrying about loans. You're worrying about house payments.
But when you're rich, you're always worried about losing that money, right?
Not necessarily. You're worried about making more money.
You heard that Diddy song? I don't know what.
The more money
we come across, the more problems we see.
Different problems, bro. Different problems.
Different problems.
It's like if you won the lotto today, right? You won the lotto today. Your face gets plastered all over the world, and you find out you got 50 different cousins you never knew about, asking you for money. Asking you, that's the type.
That sounds like their problem.
That's the type of problems we come across right now, right? Right. Where to invest is the problems we're coming across. How to spend this money. That's the problems we're coming across. We're not coming across like, yo,
about that when you're broke.
I got an eviction notice on my front door.
That's a different problem.
That's a crazy stressful problem, son. Like you could try to convince. Like I feel like it's more of just trying to convince yourself. You can be broken happy. I'm not saying you can be, but if you had money, your happiness is tenfold. Now,
yes.
Just to play this differently. If you're broke and sad, if you're broke and depressed, will that money make you happy though? Like, I guess it depends on what the reason you're depressed for. If you're depressed because you can't pay your bills and stuff, or you can't find a girl,
or if you're depressed because your health is like trash, like money doesn't really buy you health, so you can still be depressed after you get that money.
It doesn't buy health, but it helps a lot though.
It could.
You could afford,
you'd have to use it to increase your own health.
You could get a trainer,
but you can't buy 6-pack abs.
You can't.
You can't buy like a strong heart or like a strong lung.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean? That's.
But you get
maybe you can. You can get transplants.
You get a Peloton.
That's just another bike, bro. It's just a bike. That's literally just a bike. There's nothing fancy about the Peloton, but you got a TV on it.
Got a TV on it with the courses, bro.
Almost every bike at the gym got that.
Yeah,
why is that special? We've been on that shit for like 10 years now.
I got the resistance.
That joint's overrated, bro. I do not understand the hype for that at all. I really don't. But I feel like we think Being broke gives you more problems because we've only had that perspective. We've never been rich. Like, once you get rich, you don't know who's going to be, like, blowing up your phone, who's, like, now you're getting sued for some shit, like you said 10 years ago. All that, like, we don't know.
I don't know who's this person blowing my phone. Block.
You're getting sued. You just got served. What do you just block? You can't block that shit.
I got lawyers. Take care of that.
You got to spend money on that.
I know I do, but that's all right. The person that's suing me is probably going to be more money than the lawyers are worth.
That's just another problem.
And then if I win the case, oftentimes they're responsible for my lawyer fees.
That's another problem, though.
But it's not a problem I got stressed about. And what am I getting sued for? Like, you know,
some BS.
All right, so some BS. I'm gonna win my case. I'm gonna make them pay my lawyer fees, and then I get my money back.
Out of 50, 60, 70, 80K.
They pay my lawyer fees.
Is that how it works?
It works. That's how it works a lot of times. Like if X person sued or X person does this, and the other person's found to be completely responsible, the judge can make them back pay the lawyer fees. Right. So it's not that bad.
I wouldn't
bro.
want that headache. I
mean, you still gotta pay your lawyers and shit, but it's still.
You still gotta pay. You had them on retainer. You still gotta pay that.
But I'd rather have that headache of getting sued when I got money than getting an eviction notice and I'm broke, bro.
You got evicted, but you've always wanted to be a musician. And now you're living on that. Now you're living that dream.
I'm not hearing that.
You're playing at different clubs every night. You're getting gigs.
All right, so I should be getting money.
Yeah, but not enough. You're still getting evicted.
So I'm not happy, bro. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean, bro?
You get to play with your band as you dreamed of. Yeah, life is hard.
Yeah, and I'm broke, which is not what I dreamed of, fam.
Fade that pillow in the bathroom, but you're doing what you want to do. You're living on your purpose. If you're broke and you're living on your purpose, I thought we just said that purpose gives you happiness.
Yeah, so it does give you happiness, fam. But there's
still not the extremes.
You still gotta be able to put a roof on you. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. At home, most people are at home. Yeah, at home for at least 6, 7, 8 hours a day where you're sleeping and shit. You don't come to a freaking shack at night and all that. That's what I'm getting at, man. Right?
Yeah. And that thing that you said about the permanent vacation stuff, like I really feel that. Like, a lot of times people would say, I want to live like in Bali, or I want to live like in Sicily, or like those really, really beautiful places that they vacationed at. And I say, I don't want to live there. Like,
yeah, you want to visit there.
If I wake up every single morning and I see this beautiful ocean and these beautiful sunsets, after like a couple months, that's going to mean nothing to me. And that's another thing. When you get more money, it's not necessarily going to make you happier, though, because you just adjust to that level, and now you want what's next. As humans, we're always going to want what's next.
And that's why you got your purpose for it, right? If you got money and your purpose is to build a gym, you build the best gym, now you can find the next thing now.
Yeah, and you buy that next gym, or let's say you want like a better car, you buy that Ferrari. Yeah. And I saw a really great quote, and it was like, when people imagine buying all those things that they think is going to make you happy, like when you see the commercials on TV for like the new Nissan Rogue, and these dudes are driving in the country, no traffic, just beautiful lanes, you get your family, good girl next to you, everything's nice. That's not where you're going to be driving that road. You're going to be stuck for 2 hours on the I-93 trying to get out of Boston.
Facts.
That's where you're going to be. And so the quote said, when you think about buying those things, you think about the first day that you get it. You don't think about like a month into it.
Valid.
And so once you get it, you think you're going to be happy, but that's just pleasure. Like you get something that's pleasurable to you, and it's not really happy. And because of that, because as people we always want that next level. That's why I'm saying we should find the things that make us happy right now and be happy in life right now, even though we're not at the level we want to be. Because once we get there, we're still gonna want to be on the next level.
I do agree with that when you do phrase it like that, but I just don't want to deceive ourselves into being happy. It's like I got a great girl, or whatever, and like, that's life. That's what I should be happy about.
No,
like I don't want that. I don't want to just fall into that trap of like, we're happy now, or I got this. I should be grateful, and I should be happy.
But being happy doesn't mean being unmotivated, though. Do you feel like that? You feel like happiness reduces motivation? There's like a negative correlation there.
I feel like comfort does. Comfort does. When you're comfortable, you're not gonna really like. No one ever does. No one's ever comfortable, and I'm gonna start doing. Like I'm gonna be comfortable, and I'm gonna start doing shit.
Complacency does. Is that the same thing as comfort? I know. For
maybe does. I'm like, but you get complacent when you're comfortable, though.
Exactly.
So that's why.
That's why I'm like, is that the same thing?
Maybe not, but I feel like it's one happens because you're comfortable. You get to a certain point in your life, you're comfortable, and then you're complacent.
But here's why I would
So it's
distinguish
like
that.
it's like this, right? Real quick, like you get a girl. Like you used to go to gym every day, every week, and now you got a girl, and now you don't do that shit anymore because maybe that was the reason for getting a girl.
Yeah, you go into the gym so you can get a girl.
Yeah.
Not that you got it.
It's like now you're just like whatever. And
It's
then
like when women,
like,
when they're like, give you what you want all the time, but then you get married and then they stop. Like,
yeah. And then you just let yourself go, and then it's like, oh damn, it's like, and this thing used to make me happy even outside of the main purpose or whatever. So that's what I'm kind of concerned about right there, because that comfort does lead to complacency, and complacency leads to.
But here's how I thought about it, right? So, in a relationship again, you with your girl, and you get comfortable enough to sing loud random songs that pop into your head. Like you're comfortable with her enough to do that, and you're comfortable enough to like fart around her, and that's gonna make you happier, right? That's gonna make you happier in the relationship if you can be your silly self.
Yeah.
But then when you get complacent, that's when you stop taking her out, buying her flowers, telling her she's beautiful. That's complacency, and that's when you're less motivated to like,
all right, Russ,
do the things. What? But that's facts, though.
Too much, man.
No, that's facts. Everybody gets complacent in a relationship.
All right, so
and I feel like complacency is different from being comfortable in a relationship.
But like comfortable with life, I just feel like being comfortable leads to complacency though. Now that you're comfortable doing all that stuff, you're complacent. And I'm like, that's where that's where I'm low with that, right? If I'm just looking to be happy, give me more money, and I promise you I'll be happier.
You personally?
Yes, I feel like for a lot of people that's the case. If you give me more money, I'll be happier. And then if it's finding purpose, then just have your purpose be a goal that can never truly be attained. Like it's a goal that is, what is the word for?
You can't like achieve perfection in it.
Yeah, like if you want to become a better basketball player.
Mm-hmm. You can never be perfect. You can never make every single shot.
You can't.
You can try to.
You could try. Exactly. You can try to. You can never reach that level. You want to become a better pianist or photographer or like maybe something artistic like that, or you want to become more well-read and well-versed or learn more languages or whatever. Like that type of stuff where you can never truly reach perfection in.
Right.
Right? Like if I picked up a language right now, I would never speak as good as somebody learning from 5 years old. But I could keep trying to get to that level where it's almost like.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like certain languages is possible, but certain languages aren't.
What language?
Like when it comes to like the Asian languages, like Mandarin, like I feel like you would never be able to speak as well as a native speaker. No. Or like Arabic.
So if you try to learn French right now,
I feel like you can get pretty good.
You can get pretty good, but your accent's still gonna be off. Your accent's still gonna be off someplace. You still
after like 10 years,
fam.
I don't know.
There's a lot, bro.
I don't know. I'm not a linguist. I don't know.
But like things like that, bro. Things like that you can never truly achieve, or that there's always more. Like there's always gonna be more languages to learn.
So it's gonna be more cars to buy. That's a bright example. No, don't do that.
not material things, bro. Not material things. That's what I'm saying. Unless it's like a gaming system, because those provide you countless and endless hours.
I will make that exception.
Right.
That's people can say that for cars too.
No,
driving a Ferrari is like. No.
You gotta really love driving, bro.
Yeah, nah.
And in traffic, like you're always gonna be at the range, bro. Are you always gonna be at the range, fam? You always gonna be like an open country range or at the race car track.
Exactly.
I doubt it.
And the thing, I'm glad you brought that up. The things you spend your money on is directly related to how happy you are with that money that you made.
Of course.
You get. If they say buying experiences will make you happier than buying material things.
Yes.
If you buy tickets to a concert, you're happier than if you bought like the next pair of sneakers that just came out.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
And then when you buy a gaming system, you get kind of both. Where you're buying the physical game,
but you get experiences from that.
But yeah, you get like tons of different games you could play and all those experiences, how you felt when you played.
And then if you can play with your friends too, that's even more experience. Right?
That's what most of my games has turned into now, man.
Games with friends?
Yeah. I haven't been playing as many story games. I do love story games. I've been playing a little Pokemon again, but with friends it's just more fun because it's like that social aspect, especially being in quarantine for so long.
If you're social, yeah.
Being in quarantine for so long.
Yeah.
You miss that aspect. But yeah, man.
But, so conclusion. Money can buy you happiness, but not by itself. It depends on how you spend the money and I feel like the angle where you were before you got the money.
Of course, and just like with that stimmy man, if he was broke or middle of the road, no one's ever gonna say I don't want more money.
No,
it's gonna make you happy.
But even when you're rich, no one's gonna say I don't want more money.
It's true, but you're gonna be happy with that money though. You're gonna be happy you got that money.
You will be, but you'll also be like terrified of losing it, right? Those dudes that play with like stocks and stuff like that, like they got money, but they wake up every day like shit. Is it gonna like plummet? Am I gonna lose all my shit right now? True.
That makes people be killing themselves when they lose everything,
bro. And see, that's the problem I don't have to deal with. As a broke dude, I'm not broke, but as someone who's not rich, that's something I ain't got to deal with.
So you get evicted.
That's the other extreme.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm putting out there, man. Pay Fatty Podcast. Yeah. Follow us on Apple, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank y'all for listening.
Yeah.
Question we got for y'all is: does money buy you happipiness?
Yeah.
And share this with your friends, family.
If you enjoyed the episode, if you enjoyed listening to this, make sure you leave a review. If you're on Apple, wherever you can leave a review. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. And if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, so you're up to date with all of our new episodes.
All right, we got some new content coming out for y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and we'll see y'all
next week.